Hello, and welcome to our final round of the quarterfinals of Holomania. I am Walmart5193, and today we have a pretty interesting matchup. This is a losers bracket match, so whoever loses is sadly going home, and whoever wins is advancing to our semifinals, which you don't want to miss. It will be happening in roughly in 15 UTC. And we have a pretty good match. It is Coco versus Hoshimachi TSD. So then again, Coco having first place on King and only second on Excuse My Rudeness, with Demi-Fiend, Toxic Scent, and Danny PX, all well-known players. I believe that maybe they have one of the best advantages when it comes to any form of match, and it's their long note abilities. And we have Hoshimachi TSD with Silicosis Bueno, and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but Japanese, I do not know how to pronounce that, but they performed very well, having 12th place on SV and Hybrid. So that might be something they'll go after. But I believe our players are in warm-ups, so I don't know. This is 6th seed versus 14th seed, so this could be quite a close match. Seeing how well both of these teams can compete, even like in all around. But yeah, I believe this is going to be a close match as we are in warm-ups. I have no clue whose warm-up this is. I think Danny PX is just trolling. And I believe we still have one more warm-up to go through. Unless one of the other teams did not pick a warm-up. And we are having a little bit of technical issues on our side, we're having a bit of technical issues. Please stand by. Maybe if we had a Dynascape here, we can do a BSM podcast number 3. And I believe we are back with the flags fixed. And we're heading into our second warm-up. As I believe we're still having more technical issues, but I believe it'll be fixed soon. Also, hello Ting.
Hello.
Having a little bit of confusion. We always love to have a bit of we always love to have some technical difficulties on our final quarterfinals match.
Yep.
Thank you to our streamer for putting in that sleeping thing.
They should be in the right order, I think.
And I believe the match colors are not correct here. I think Hoshimachi is supposed to be Team Red. Leave it to one of our beloved referees and streamers, as they will probably deal with this problem.
And we are about to get to... Is this the first or second warm-up?
Second.
Okay, so this will be the second warm-up, and then we'll get into roles.
See who will either pick first and then ban or protect first. As we have a more LN centered map, I'm not going to be surprised if this was most likely Coco Fart's pick, seeing how they are all over long notes.
Yeah, both of these teams have some pretty good long note players. At Coco Far, I believe they have Demi Fiend, and Hoshimachi has Bueno. So this match is going to be very interesting.
It's going to be very close when it comes to, like I was mentioning, all of these players are very well-rounded when it comes to literally anything.
Yeah, that is true.
And we are almost reaching the halfway point of our second warm-up. I believe it's only Toxic Scent and Jape holding the FCs here. And to any of our late viewers who are currently in, this is a loser's bracket round. So whoever loses this is going home, and whoever wins is going to be advancing to the semifinals, which the map pool showcase will be in 45 minutes.
So right after this match then?
Yeah, right after this match, or at 15 UTC, you will be seeing some familiar faces as we head through our semifinals map pool showcase. So be sure to stick around if this match is quite long, which I won't be surprised maybe if we see maybe not any sweeps, we might see a close match when it comes to points, especially. It's going to be, if we're going to narrow it down to see what really matters the most, it's most likely going to be ratio and your accuracy.
Yeah, because I'll admit, this match is pretty... I think this match is going to be very close, in my opinion. It is all going to come down to chokes.
And seeing how well your team can play out in the end when it comes to anything. how dense the rice picks are. And
that concludes the second warm-up.
Yeah, and that concludes the second warm-up, and we'll be getting into rolls, so lots of this is what normally decides things. So whoever gets the first pick, whoever bans first or protects first. As we wait for our captains to roll, and Bancho,
please.
Bancho, please show our beloved chat. It seems that Hoshimachi TSD won the roll. And they're going to protect SV2, which is Dispatch. And we're also seeing an LN2 protect as well. So we have LN2 and SV2 both protected. I believe Hoshimachi did protect Dispatch their last match as well. As now we get into Coco Fart's ban. I will not be surprised maybe if we see SV1 going away. Some of the more dense rice picks. I don't think they would touch on...
Actually, I feel like we could see maybe whatever being banned.
And we're going to see Phony banned.
Definitely a very understandable ban.
Yeah, seeing how technical this map is, I'm honestly not surprised. And now we're going to head into Hoshimachi's ban. We could see the same situation as last time where they protect an SV map and ban an SV map. Because I believe they also banned... And, did we have...
I would not be surprised to see Hikaru Nara go.
Did we have Hoshimachi's ban?
Wait, what?
I don't know if we had Hoshimachi's ban yet. It does not.
Oh no, it's Bancho being weird again.
I think Bancho ate a message. And we see LN1 being banned, I believe. So we're going to... Yeah, so we're going to see Hikaru Nara banned, which is honestly, is probably one of the more safer songs to ban, seeing, well, how well Coco Far has been doing in long notes. But we're going to see an immediate protect pick come out of Hoshimachi TSD.
Wow.
As we're going to see Dispatch being picked here.
And the other SB is still up, so...
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing Bueno and Silicosis playing against Toxic Set and Demi Fiend. And Silicosis just flexing that he is just so good at SV and how he learned this in 20 minutes.
And this is why he is better than all of us, guys.
We gotta get those Silicosis ETs in the chat.
Silicosis is ET.
But nonetheless, here is our first map of our final match. If there's one thing that stands out in this map, it's going to be the rolls. The rolls and the transitions into the Jack section.
I believe Hoshimachi played this in their last match as well.
Yes, they did. And I believe they won too. It was the Holopataxis, I believe.
I think they actually lost that pick because of...
Oh yeah, because I think of Bueno's keyboard.
Yeah.
The cat, the cat
time.
incident.
At least I hope it doesn't.
And we're seeing everyone playing that first roll pretty normally. I guess we were correct about everyone seeming... Oh, and Demi find the first drop here And as Bueno trades it back as they drop as well, but it's not as severe. I believe we also saw some 200 and some coming from Demi on that break.
But Toxic Scent still full comboing, but tanking down to 98%.
Toxic Scent and Bueno tying with accuracy despite Bueno's miss. As Silicosis is keeping this in for Hoshimachi. It's going to maybe take a break from Silicosis or maybe even a major ag drop in order to swing the lead over to Coco Fart.
And Bueno now hitting that 400 combo cap, which means it is now accuracy based.
As Demi's reaching the 500 combo cap as well, but Bueno isn't too far behind as they almost missed around the same spot. It's basically a battle between who can hold the combo more, either Toxic Scent or Silicosis, as that lead is barely going over to Hoshimachi. As now it's flickering.
Really
as now it's flickering, but now Hoshimachi has that slight lead with Silicosis' dominant accuracy still holding a 99.6. Which I believe might be giving Hoshimachi their lead here. Oh, as soon as I said Silicosis drops, giving the lead to Coco Fart. That is a dominating lead.
That is not a clean miss whatsoever from Silicosis.
As Toxic Scent is keeping the combo, and I believe Toxic Scent is going to bring it to Coco Fart as they win on Hoshimachi's Protect. That is something you do not see very often.
Hoshimachi's plan of playing the SV game has backfired.
And despite Toxic Scent's FC Demi having the highest accuracy out of everyone, having 188 300s, that's almost a 1 to 10 ratio from Demi. As besides those judgments, that was I think that's what saved Coco Fart, as we're going to see LN3 being played, Blue Clapper.
So Coco Fart is saving their Protect for later, which is understandable. But Blue Clapper, which is, in my opinion, the easier side of the LNs. I would not be surprised to see Demi Fiend destroying this map.
And I believe Bueno was going to swap out with Jape in here, as I believe they have left the lobby. Just waiting for Jape to join back in.
Wait, is Jape playing for this?
Yes, I believe Jape is on Hoshimachi's, is online and is playing for Hoshimachi, so...
That's pretty surprising.
Yep, and we're gonna see Jape swap in from Bueno, and we're gonna see Toxic Scent and Demi Fiend the same as last round, but this time we have Jape and Silicosis in for LN3. I believe Coco Fart might be testing the waters here to see how well Hoshimachi will perform on LNs.
It's always surprising Jape is playing.
And I believe I also got my first ever commentator's curse there. On the first map, I think I cursed Silicosis.
Hello, my mic working?
Your mic is indeed working.
Okay.
And
I thought despite Bueno's performance yesterday, which was really good, I thought he would be playing for this one.
And we're gonna see already Demi holding insane accuracy, as we're only nearly almost 2,000 combo win, or not 2,000, 200 combo win. The only one with a 99.9 right now. As Toxic Scent is not too far behind with a 99.8. As Jape and Silicosis are basically almost just tied in accuracy here.
Yeah, Demi's accuracy, what do you expect from Demi?
Yep, if you've seen any long note maps that are ranked or loved, or just seen any screenshots with the name Demifiend SMT on it, you will be 100% sure to go find that map, and you'll see that Demi probably has cracked a top 5 spot on that map.
Oh yeah, definitely.
As I believe those were some accuracy drops from Silicosis and Jape, and that's a brick, and that's a brick from Demi. I don't think that was a brick. That might have been a slider break, but it was just it didn't really affect their accuracy that much. Still having the highest accuracy out of everyone. Silicosis and Jape still FCing, but their accuracy isn't really good. And as soon as I said that, Jape finds a drop. It's now Toxic Scent.
Demi Smiths.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Toxic Scent versus Silicosis on who's gonna drop first. As they're almost tying in accuracy, as Silicosis is trying their hardest to gain their accuracy back up. But as the map is coming to an end, we only have just a few more long note sections left. It is going to take even just a lot of misses from Coco in order to swing that lead over to Hoshimachi. But I don't think any of our players are going to be dropping anymore as the map comes to an end. And Coco will be taking their second point here.
Yeah, very, very good pick from Coco Farts.
And despite that, those misses from Demi,
300s.
119 300s and almost a 990k from Demi.
Just look at everyone else's ratio: 390, 510, 534, and then you just see Demi's 119.
Demi is just treating this map like it's a rice map. Oh yeah, for sure, Demi, like you can't play right now. Look at that ratio.
That's what everyone says.
Throw LNs at Demi and he plays it like a round of 16 rice map. You heard it here first from Silicosis. And speaking of Silicosis, speaking of Silicosis, it's Hoshimachi TSD's next pick. We could see Excuse My Rudeness come out, but maybe the other SV, maybe some more rice. We could see Pekko Rap Tropical House remix.
Yeah, I would most likely expect Excuse My Rudeness to come out. Even though they lost this match, I don't think they would give up the SV game just yet.
And we're just waiting for a pick from Hoshimachi. As I believe they're going to have a discussion on whether they want to pick SV. Maybe even some of the hybrids are still available. Or maybe some of the rice picks. It is Hoshimachi's pick, Toxic Scent. Hello, Epsilon. And they're gonna pick SV1. We're gonna see Excuse My Rudeness coming out. The final SV map of the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
We could maybe see a point coming from Hoshimachi. And we're gonna see Bueno come in and Danny PX swapping out with Toxic Scent for Coco for it, and swapping out of Jape with for Hoshimachi. We're gonna see Bueno.
Yeah, Danny, although might not have the better physicality compared to the other players in this match, has very good speed skills.
Yeah, I believe Danny once, like, as soon as Polyrhythm got loved, I'm pretty sure like they popped off on the VIP diff.
Oh yeah.
And MP start, it has been thrown. We're going to be seeing our third map. And it's going to be another SV pick. That's what we'd love to see. We have to make Holomania a SV tournament sometime. And here we go.
Here, if
And we
Hoshimachi
already see
can,
a 100 coming from Silicosis. I guess the slow jam hasn't really pulled off very well.
yeah, it's very
As
early into the map,
Silicosis
so
has a...
there is room for mistakes because this is 3
Yeah.
minutes long, and there's a lot of choke points in this map.
Especially that second part there, where the weird teleports, those are gonna choke up a lot of people. And despite you saying how Danny PX had really good SV skills, them and Silicosis are basically tied with accuracy as they both have a 98.9. As Demi holding an impressive 99.93. And we see a couple 200s and maybe some 100s dropped from Danny. As Hoshimachi has the slight lead.
Danny PX at 98.3.
Danny PX has a 98.4 right now, almost a 99 or 98.5. As we head into our first little tricky part, and those are some 200s from Demi, but Bueno trades it back with a couple 100s. As we head into our first little quote-unquote break part, as that lead is flickering, and as that is a big accuracy drop from Danny, as they drop almost down to a 97, but still everyone keeping their FCs. I think the highlight here is Demi holding a 99.7 as Bueno was trying to catch up with a 99, almost a 99.3, as Silicosis is a percentage ahead of Danny right now.
There is still one memory section to look out for, and if you're not careful, you could tank a whole percent or two.
That could just like decide the lead. And we head into our little slow jam part as Bancho syncs up. And there we go, as everyone's still holding their full combo, but that could change at this next part. Because this part is probably the hardest SV we have seen in this tournament, or in this quarterfinals.
And this is the memory section I am talking about.
And everyone seems to have no problem with the memory at all. But these little jump trills are something not to scoff at. And Bueno dropping 200s. That's swinging the lead over to Coco Fart, but it's so close. As the lead is brought back to Hoshimachi, as Bueno gains their accuracy back. It all depends on this final long note section. As Danny is dropping in accuracy, and Hoshimachi having that slight lead, it's going to take 200s either from Bueno or Silicosis to swing that lead over.
There's no more SV
but there's no SV, and that's gonna be Hoshimachi's first point.
Yeah, if they had to take a first point somewhere in a match, it would have to be now.
Someone go over to Demi and see if they're a human. What is that? A 991k FC from Demi, 10 200s.
It's just so unfortunate that Daniel was at a low 98.
As we wait for Coco Fart's next pick.
And we will see what Coco Fart will go for now. We could see Rumor coming out. We could see the Protect.
And we're gonna see a Hybrid 1 come out.
Yeah, we will see Animal coming out from Coco Fart.
Wait, no, isn't that banned? Wait, no, that's LN1, sorry. I just got confused by seeing LN1 just right above Hybrid 1.
It happens.
Intern experience. As now we're gonna head into, I think, is our first hybrid map of this match.
And this map is 2 minutes and 18 seconds, so there isn't much room for mistakes. If you missed even once, that could definitely give the lead over to the opponent team.
For sure. As we wait for our MP start. And we have our MP start ready. As we head into our hybrid, we're gonna see Toxic Sen and Demi. No surprise from Coco Farts seeing Toxic Sen and Demi. And we're gonna see Bueno and Silicosis. As this is one of the more shorter maps of the pool, like Ting said, so any mistakes could lead to a loss even. As we already head into our first part of the map, and Demi almost up with a 99.97, but now dropping down to 99.8. I believe that was a 200 there from Demi, but
Bueno is staying at 99.7, doing all we can with Silicosis right
Coco
now.
for having that slight lead there. I believe that was either a 200 rush or either a 200 or a 300 rush from Demi, as they went from a 99.96 almost up to a 99.9 now, as they have that slight lead.
Yeah,
it can take just
we're about to get 1,000 combo into the map. Right now, it is a little bit into Coco Fart's favor, but even a 200 could give it back to Hoshimachi.
Just 200, and that lead is so tight. Anything can happen, and that lead is flickering. And this is one of the more parts where people can slip up on those releases. As we head into the more LN and burst based part.
And Demi staying at 99.92 right now. That is such a good accuracy.
As it's basically an accuracy battle yet again between Toxic Sen and Silicosis, as they are almost neck and neck. Bueno ahead with a 99.74. Doing all in their will to try to give that lead to Hoshimachi, but we're going to have to see just a couple 200s from Coco Fart in order to swing that lead over. But I don't think it's going to happen, as there's almost no map left. But here comes a weird LN section, which could decide anything. Demi still holding a 99.9, which is really impressive. And I believe Coco Fart is going to take their third point here, as we're not seeing anything come out of Coco Fart's will. And yeah, I believe this is a point for Coco Fart. Their third point. And what? Demi only with 3 200s at 996.6k. Everyone with an FC, but Demi having having 300 less 300s than everybody here.
Look, again, look at the ratios. Compare it with each other.
Yeah, compare it with, like, this is a image to print out and put on your fridge to impress your parents, people. Like, we're like, this is like MWC now. Demi, Demi is just pulling off insane long note scores. And
just flexing on us.
Yeah, this is just like flexing now.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, all of these players are good. It's just that Demi's on another level when it comes to LNs.
As this is Hoshimachi's next pick. I won't be surprised if maybe we see, like, maybe Venom or whatever.
I feel like we would see a Rice pick coming out.
Yeah,
because
as we're
both of
running
the
out of,
SPs are gone, and I'm pretty
as
sure
we
they're
only
never going
have
for
two.
a land or hybrid. So I
Yeah,
would not.
yeah, we only have two long note related based maps as we have two as we want have one hybrid and one LN pick left. So it would be more safe to pick one of the rice maps, maybe Tropical House or maybe Shiny Smiley Story.
I feel like since Phony is banned, I would probably expect something like Venom or Shiny Smiley Story come out.
Or maybe even Tropical House as well, like Rice 1 maybe.
But basically, any of the Rice picks, any four of them could come out here.
As we wait for Hoshimachi's pick. And we're gonna
And
see
I think,
Venom.
yeah, definitely a reasonable pick.
One of the more physical maps, and we're gonna see Japin come in for Hoshimachi TSD, I believe, as Bueno leaves, and we're gonna see Toxic Zen and Demi-Fiend stay in for this.
Yeah, very technical map. A lot of bursts that are going to trip up your accuracy if you're not careful.
Lots of bursts that people can slip up on, even if you're just like, maybe a couple 200s and a 100 can be found in this map. Wait for all our players to ready up.